Mike and Shana here from Haunted Road Media with our Halloween 2019 paranormal investigation from the Cambre House. That was downstairs. Hello? Oh.
So it was built in 1867 by French Acarian Adolphe Cambre. And he lived here the rest of his life. He had 10 kids, and there were 4 generations of Cambres that lived and died here on the property. Okay. And then my grandparents bought it in 1979. It was a working apple orchard from the 1850s until the 1950s. So this is a 3-bedroom house. It also has a full basement, which is very unusual for that time period. But with the working apple orchard, they had the basement to store the apples in.
Okay.
So, and they were French, so they had a small little wine cabinet down there. This, I would say, would be probably the most changed room. The cabinet is the original cabinet.
Oh, it's original?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, the cabinet is the original cabinet. Of course, the new appliances.
Yeah.
And then when my grandparents bought it, it did not have running water. It had well water. So the original pump is here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. All the woodwork and cabinetry you see here is the original woodwork and cabinetry. He was an expert cabinet maker.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
It's great it survived this long.
Yeah. This house has not been actively lived in since 1978.
Okay.
So
when your grandparents bought it, they didn't actually live here?
No.
Okay.
No, they never bought this with the intention of ever living here.
Okay.
My grandmother came here as a child to pick apples.
Oh.
She had very fond memories of this house. And when it went up for auction, she came out here to see it, and it was the exact same way she remembered it as a little girl.
Okay.
And
she bought it just to save it, or?
Yeah. Save it to preserve the history of the home.
Yeah.
My grandparents loved history, and they loved antiques, and they treated this like a gigantic dollhouse.
Sure.
Yeah. They also worked to put it on the National Register of Historic Places in 1984. So this would have had not an open fireplace like you would think of. This would have had a stove that sat out in the middle of the room.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, wood stove.
Right, exactly.
Okay. And all that cabinetry is original.
Yeah, all that cabinetry is original.
Nice.
So then this is the downstairs bedroom. The floor in here is hand stenciled. My grandmother did that in the 80s.
Oh, okay.
She found a pattern from that time period and did that herself. And the wardrobe in the corner is an original piece made by Adolphe Cambre.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's pretty cool. And what about the bed?
That's an antique my mom found.
Okay.
She thought it went with the house, so she brought it over.
Kind of. I mean, it's got that style with the ropes and everything. So,
yeah, exactly. The paint on the wall here, this is the original paint.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And the original stairs.
And the original stairs, yeah. Be careful with this. Oh, a loft.
Entirely possible is whether they're kind of popping in. So this is upstairs bedroom. The Cambres had 10 children, so this would have been room for the kids.
Pile them all in here.
Yeah. It's a basement.
Into the creepy basement we get.
Yeah.
Shana does not like basements. Although you went down into a basement today.
I did.
Oh, you can see the original stones and everything here. Nice.
There was a while where we had, like 3 o'clock in the morning, there would be a loud boom from down here.
Okay.
Come down here, nothing.
What about the rest of the house? What happens up there?
A lot of stuff. Well, for instance, this basement door, that opens a lot.
Okay.
Attic door, the same thing. It'll open. This one, there's a trick to shut it. It will shut, it will latch, and it'll be closed. And then it'll just pop open.
Okay.
And that has done that since my grandparents bought it. When my grandparents had craft shows, they stationed me by the door to make sure the door stayed shut.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So that's been going on for a very long time. Attic door, same situation. It will just open.
Okay.
And that one is actually weighted so it will swing shut. So to see that open is
It's
really
a little odd.
Yeah.
Anybody seen any apparitions or anything like that?
Yeah, we have seen a few apparitions. Not a whole lot, but a few. Mostly shadows. Lots of shadows.
Okay.
Especially when you're out in the yard. There's a lot of shadows out in the yard. Knocks. Lots and lots of knocks. Footsteps. Tons of footsteps. Yeah. Lots and lots of footsteps.
Okay.
I was getting ready for the first set of ghost tours. I thought I had seen somebody pull in the drive, and so I was getting my coat on to go out and meet them. I heard a knock on the front door. Thought, oh, they beat me to the door. I opened the door. There's no one there.
Oh, okay. Nice.
They were sitting in the parking lot waiting, I guess.
Right, okay.
I guess the ghost wanted me to know that they were out there.
They're out there. Go get them. Okay, so basically we're using this camera to keep an eye on this door because they've had a lot of reports of this door opening on its own. Rebecca even talked about how her grandparents, when they were doing the craft shows, they would have her keep an eye on this door in case it wanted to open. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens on Kellen McCarville's live stream. This actually opened, not on camera unfortunately, but they all saw it actually open. So we'll see if it happens for us tonight. Okay, so we are first investigating on the second floor because this is where Shana felt the most activity during the walkthrough that we had of the investigation. So I know you were feeling a little tingly up here.
Yeah, I know there's somebody up here, but I'm not sure who. I'm going to assume that it's one of the kids.
Yeah, this is the room where the children slept. The activity that's reported here at the house are a number of things that go on up here, especially the footsteps on the stairs, but also throughout the second floor into the other room as well. So I'm going to be perched here between the two rooms. Shauna's going to kind of be in the middle over here in the rocking chair. There is the little girl, Eglantine. That's the name we're gonna go with. We're not precisely sure of the pronunciation, but she did die here, only 9 years old. She was buried somewhere on the property, but the grave is unmarked and nobody knows where the grave is. So she may be one of the spirits that are here. There are some others that are believed to be around as well, but nobody's really confirmed who they may be. We're gonna try to get that. Maybe a confirmation one tonight. Hello, Cambre family. I'm Mike. This is Shana. We're from a little bit further south, Greenfield, Illinois. We've come here to visit and find out a little bit more about the Cambre family and the house. Anything you might be willing to share with us about the history of the family, the history of the house, anything like that?
Eglantine, and then the other one that was hanging out up here, they said was
Fritz.
Fritz.
Which I believe Fritz might be more of in the other room. So, are Eglantine or Fritz here with us? What I'm really interested in is, why did they call you Fritz?
His name was Camille.
No, Camille was the one that died out in the river. Fritz is the one that went to California and committed suicide.
Cold over here.
Yeah, cold spot.
Yeah, like right on my leg. Like just all of a sudden. And then like my leg. Just all of a sudden, like it's been pretty warm
That's
up here.
different than.
Like I can feel like something cold was up against my leg, and my leg got really cold.
Okay.
Was that you or was that behind you?
No, that was not me.
Where was it? It sounded like it was like from you.
It was like in this area, but
Right, left, straight behind.
it sounded like it was, I heard it out of this ear really loud.
Was somebody back behind Shana? Who's over there?
Aggie? Are you over here by me?
What's your name? Shauna's the one sitting in the chair. I'm Mike. What's your name?
I feel someone moving.
I hear movement.
What is that noise?
I just heard a shuffle. I just heard a shuffle from like over there.
Is there...
Who's up here with us?
Is there mice in here? Hello?
That's movement. Hello?
Who's in here? It sounds like it's from behind me, so could it be in that bathroom?
Maybe. Somebody in this attic area here? That pop was pressure from my foot. The air's blowing now, but I wasn't doing that before. You okay up here for a second? I want to check that door down there. Could have been that too.
Maybe turn the light on.
Turn the light on, alright.
Yeah, because it's like whoever is in here is like right here.
Yeah, you feeling right there?
Yeah, and I just, and I don't know who it is. If I knew who it was. Like, I don't know if it's Fritz. I don't know much about him.
Alright, so the door in question is still closed. Now, we've set up a little experiment here, since this is the one that likes to open, of we have a little camera there, a static camera, set up to watch the door. Okay, we keep hearing all these shuffling, knocking, dragging noises all throughout there, which is close to the stairs, by the way, but it's also been back behind Shana. You were feeling something like right next to you.
Yeah, and then I thought that maybe the noises sounded like they were behind me, so I thought they were in the room that's directly behind me. But then I can also feel somebody like standing over here off to my right. So I don't know who it is, but and then I saw the bed or the quilt move.
Which
On the
one
bed.
was that?
This one over here.
This one over here. So you're seeing the quilt move. This is when I was downstairs screwing around with the camera.
And it just looked like someone just walked by and like it just kind of moved back. It just went, just
Okay.
swung. And Ghostie's glowing in the dark.
I can't see that in the night vision camera.
I know, but
Ghostie's glowing. Alright.
Ghostie's getting his glow on.
So who is up here with us? Again, this is Mike and Shana. Made quite a trip to be here tonight. And we know you're up here with us. So would you be so kind to tell us as to who you are? That was my foot. Is that you?
Nope. I haven't moved.
That wasn't you.
No. But I heard it.
It's like
back here.
straight behind you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not me. Because even if I was rocking, I'd have to get way back there.
Yeah. I guess there's enough distance. You can't really tell with this camera, but there's enough. Yeah, I can tell you're not rocking. It's pretty solid wall, actually.
But there's been a lot of that.
Yeah. That was downstairs. I bet you that was a door.
Oh, shut down.
Hello? 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 Shana, it wasn't the door. Hello? I don't see anything that fell. Yeah, but it's on the door. I don't see anything here. I'm gonna go to the basement just to let you know.
Okay.
I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing anything that may have fallen. And none of the outer doors are open. Phantom something. Hello? hard to know if anything down here, but I don't know if we would have heard something like that all the way up there. What did you see? Hello? Hello?
I don't know. It sounded like one of those doors.
Yeah, none of the doors. I checked the back door. I checked the front door. Actually, it's the other way around. That's the front door. That's the back door. And it wasn't the basement door that they say always open. It's none of the doors. Looked around for anything that might have crashed, fallen, anything like that. Nothing.
I don't know. I was almost 100% sure it was going to be one of those doors. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. All right. Mike and Shana reporting in from the Cambre House. The game is afoot. Meanwhile, we have all kinds of stuff happening up here, too.
Oh, yeah.
You're not kidding about all the footprints and footprints.
No.
About all the footsteps and movements up here.
No, there's a lot of it. Well, usually I want to call footsteps residual. And it may
Right,
very
it very well could be. But it's
But-
definitely a lot of it. Okay, so here's the experiment. I don't really need night vision on except that the light is behind me. So, Shana's still in the chair because that's where she was feeling stuff. We have the trigger object on the floor in Ghosty. And then we have the K2 on the floor in case something decides to interact over there. We also have the SLS camera set up, examining the area. Shauna's in the shot as well as the rest. We keep hearing all the footsteps and shuffling and moving around and dragging stuff all over there. It's like insane.
Yeah, and downstairs, there's just a lot going on downstairs. So if somebody decides to come upstairs, there's a chance they'll get in range of the K2 meter and the camera and everything else.
Right. And we'll probably head down there soon since there is movement going on downstairs. And we did just have a big crash down there. So, but we wanted to finish up here first, then we'll go downstairs and check out what's going on there. There's just a lot going on all over the house. And I hear tapping downstairs. Tap, tap, tap.
Who's downstairs?
We were hoping Edwatide would come here and play with the toy on the floor. And we know somebody's here with us, making a lot of noise. We just really want you guys to, or whoever is here, to just talk to us.
Valentine, there was a toy over here on the floor. You want to play with it? If you walk over towards the stairs, it's on the floor. It's not too far away from me.
The hell was that? We hear you moving around.
I get it.
Okay, Eglantine. Or anybody who's down here. I have the toy here in the middle of the room. If you want to come play with it. And we're down here, we've been hearing all this movement here, so.
Been hearing footsteps and
You hear that creak? Right when you started talking, there was a
No.
creak.
because I was talking. I do.
The door?
But that creaking noise I heard, it sounds like someone walking like on this floor, but a lot slower. Like a really slow floorboard creak.
Okay, so you got us down here.
We're here. What do you wanna tell us? What do you want us to see? What do you want us to know?
Tell us anything you'd like. There's a message you'd like us to deliver. Some sort of help you might need, whatever it is. We're here to help deliver that. All kinds of weird stuff all over the place. I just heard something over here.
There's like all these little taps and
That's the door.
is it windy?
And I think there's probably enough air pressure that is doing that. But there's plenty of other stuff that's just like how do you explain the walking around you up there?
Yeah. I mean, I could feel where it was at, but I couldn't see it. Like I could see the track, the path that it was taking, but I couldn't see what was making the path.
Can you at least give us a name? Can we at least come away from this night with that, with a name?
What's your name?
Eglantine or any other child that may be here. We do have a toy here. Or hey, if any of the adults want to go ahead and come over here by the toy. Fritz, Camille. We're really sorry for some of the tragedy that happened here, but it sounds like there were a lot of wonderful good times here too. Beautiful farm and apple orchard. Always entertained by the trains.
You can tell that there was a lot of love in this house.
Oh, absolutely.
Even today.
We have to get going soon, so
We have a long drive.
take us a long time to get home, so we're gonna need to get going. Is there anything you want us to know? Anything else you want us to pass on to the Cambre family? Maybe the people that live here now? Anything? Thank you for watching our paranormal investigation of the Cambre House. It was a very interesting time. Lots of movement, walking, footsteps, crashes.
It was just a little bit of everything tonight.
Yeah, a lot going on. So please go ahead and check out our other paranormal investigation videos off to the side. And have a happy Halloween.